Alright, hey guys, we got a different type of review for you today. Today we're not taking a look at a butterfly knife, and we're not even taking a look at a trainer. Today we're taking a look at a live blade, and this is the Karambit. Originally from Indonesia, this knife is known for its iconic, curved, claw-shaped blade, as well as its concealability, speed, and lethality. So needless to say, this is not a toy. Popularized by foreign films, then later incorporated in video games such as Splinter Blacklist, and then later on, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, this has become quite the iconic weapon. Well, for quick comparison, notice that unlike the butterfly knives CutS makes, their Karambits don't actually mirror the models you see in CSGO. That's because today we're looking at the upgraded model. The original models that are still being sold look much closer to the in-game models if that's what you're looking for. But as a person who owns quite a few Karambits already, it's nice to have something that's a little bit more unique. And you can still buy the older models if you want. The knife comes with an ABS handle, so it should be pretty durable, and it's actually pretty comfortable too. Although the knife handle does feel a little bit small in my hands, but to be fair, I do have pretty massive hands. For people with normal sized hands, this should be perfectly fine. Most importantly, the knife stays securely in your grip, so you don't have to worry about slipping or anything while you're using it. Alright, now let's talk about the actual blade. The blade is made from 440C stainless steel, so not amazing but pretty standard for a $20 knife. And it comes pre-sharpened out of the box, with a decent edge to it too. But while talking about the blade, there is one other thing we need to discuss. Some of the more observant of you may have noticed that this blade actually has a few small kind of stains on it. This isn't something that happened over time. When I first opened up the box, I noticed that the knife didn't look quite right. It had these weird kind of smudges on it, and the color just looked really bright, kind of almost foggy-ish. I tried wiping off the knife with a cleaning cloth and it just didn't come off. I think this might be stained little bits of oil or lubricant or something, but I can't say for sure. I was able to clean up the knife a lot using some REM oil, but any knife safe oil should work. This is pretty disappointing, even for a first release of a new knife design. If you notice any out of the box problems, I'd suggest immediately going ahead and exchanging it. But as I've reviewed quite a few CutS knives, the only other one to ever have any type of problem whatsoever was my pre-release CSGO butterfly knife. The many other knives I reviewed from them, even a little bit later on in their lifespan, had absolutely no problems whatsoever. So I assume this is just early problems with the knife design, but it's still kind of disappointing to see. I'll see if I can get a few more Karambit designs from them to try as time goes on, just to ensure this isn't a problem. But again, with my original CSGO butterfly knife that had a small issue, that video got well over 1 million views. So if even 1% of the people who watched that video bought the knife, then I would have heard if this is an ongoing issue. I've only heard one other report of someone having an out-of-the-box issue with the actual design of their knife. So for even 1%, or even 1/10%, that's still a pretty good margin of success. But even still, I wish we didn't have to deal with this at all. Now I can guarantee by this point a few people have already paused the video and are already down in the comments writing about how I'm being paid off and how I don't care about the actual products, I'm just in it for the money. I just want to put that out right now. I am not being paid by CutS, I do not make commissions by CutS, at most they just give me the knives for review. I think I may have only used a referral link on one product, and that's the actual knife from them that I bought with my own money. I just think these knives are pretty cool and I enjoy showing them off, so the more people who buy them, the only thing it just means is more videos so you guys get to watch. Alright, now onto the sheath, if you can call it that. This is designed to be a neck knife, so all you really get is a very basic sheath with a cord on it. It's meant to wear around your neck, and so you can just pull out the knife when you need it. Unfortunately, there are a few issues. The main issue is the fact that this sheath is actually pretty tight. It requires quite a bit of force, specifically on the knife and the sheath, just to get it to open. I understand the concept, but requiring that much force to pull it off a sheath that's supposed to be hanging from your neck doesn't really make it that easy to deploy, but it does mean it won't come off by accident. I would much prefer a style like this. This is a much older Karambit I have, and the sheath it comes with has a bunch of loops so you can either mount it to your gear or use it as a neck knife, and it also has a belt clip, so that way you can easily attach it to your belt and just use it like a normal knife. This style offers much more variety, and even though it's looser, it still holds the knife securely, so you can easily remove the knife and you still don't have to worry about it falling out. Even though the knife does come decently sharp out of the box, if you plan on cutting anything with it, you'll probably want to hone the edge a little bit. Even when cutting through this thin cardboard box, you got a bit of tearing. With just a little bit of sharpening, it makes much cleaner cuts. Alright, so final thoughts. This one's a little bit harder to judge. I mean, with the CSGO butterfly knife, you were mainly buying it because you like the CSGO style butterfly knife, and there weren't a ton of options out there to pick from if you wanted one to look at the ones from CSGO, with the curved handle and all that. But this isn't really a replica of the CSGO Karambit, it's just a Karambit in a different style. And while that is cool, I will admit that this is cool, and it's only $20. If you're looking for a CSGO replica, you're probably better off with the original CutS Karambit or one of the other ones on the market. I mean, there's no real restrictions on them. Most places allow Karambit, even the ones that don't allow butterfly knives. So, but I guess it does come in different colors than the normal CSGO Karambit the CutS has. So that's another thing I'm going to have to say. Like, if you like it as it is now, then I'd say go ahead and get it. I mean, it's not just for style, it's an actual functional knife too. And for $20, it's not bad. I'm upset that they still are kind of having issues with the manufacturing process, but I guess that's inevitable. The one other thing I'll definitely say is the one thing I really like about CutS. This isn't just me saying this just because they're providing me with knives, but I really like that they're actually taking feedback. Pretty much every single negative thing I've said in any of the butterfly knife reviews has been fixed. My original review said this knife is kind of dangerous, the tip's pointy, the serrations come too far out. Boom, it was fixed in the upgraded version. The upgraded fade, I said, this is cool, but you know, you could probably improve the colors. It only has like red and orange, or orange and yellow. Why can't we get the full color spectrum? And then boom, look on screen right now. This is the newest fade that just came out. It has almost, I think that's the entire color spectrum. So the thing I like about CutS is they seem to actually care. They're actually improving their design as time goes on. They could easily just have the 4 original designs or 5 and just stick with those butterfly knives and never make anything else, and they just keep on making money. But the fact that they're actually taking time to improve the knives and sell them for the same price as the other ones kind of makes me feel that they actually care about the product just as much as we do. So yeah, I guess that's my last thing. If they can come back and redesign this knife and fix the issues again, the issue with mine is probably just with mine. You're probably not going to get stains on yours. Again, I just seem to have bad luck with these things. So if you do, you can always return it. So what my final thoughts on this, summarized final thoughts, like final thoughts are, as it is right now, it's pretty good. I feel like if they take the time to do a revision of this, it could actually be better. Even for 20 bucks, I think this is a good deal for 20 bucks, but I think they could have gone farther. With a better designed sheath, better quality control, and maybe, I don't know, I guess slightly better handle, maybe more finger grooves, like the original CSGO knife. I think this would be an actually really good option for $20. As it is right now, it's a good option, but I still think it could be better. So I hope they keep on what they've been doing and making improvements. If so, then this would be a full recommendation. But as of now, I still think it's good. I just think it could be better. Sorry if that was super confusing. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you want to see any new butterfly knife reviews, again, I'm taking a break from butterfly knife tricks, but go watch my other video. I'll have a link that will show you how to submit requests for review from CutS instead of the ones who send the knives. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.